Okay, so I've been meaning to put together a video for some time now, but with school and family, I don't have a lot of time to do something like this. But I figured that I will put together a video to kind of give a little bit of information as to what I experienced with, my pursuit of my nursing degree. And hopefully it will encourage someone else out there that might be, someone whose situation might be similar to what mine was at the time. So I am going on into my second semester of nursing school. I made it out of my first semester. And I'll do another video about that another time. But this is basically just to let you know how the application process went for me. Talk about money, all the money that was included with applying and things like that. So I am a non-traditional student. I have a family, and I also have a bachelor's degree already. So, and I also have a dental assisting degree. So I am a non-traditional student. So when I applied, I was able to apply to the accelerated program along with the traditional program, and that was based on my GPA. However, I am not a flat A/B student. I can be, now that I understand the importance of taking your grades seriously. But, my transcript from previous colleges and things like that are going to have A's, B's, C's, D's, so it wasn't that impressive. So when I decided that I was going to go back to school to do nursing, I knew that I was going to have to improve my grades. So once I found out what I needed to do, what classes I needed to take, so because I already have a bachelor's degree, and I'm going to let you know if you have a bachelor's degree and you are considering a career change, and that career change is nursing. The classes that they are going to focus in on are your A&P 1 and 2. And if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at note cards because I don't want to ramble. But A&P 1 and 2, elementary statistics, Intro to Psychology, and Human Growth and Development, which is another psychology class. So once I found out that, okay, those are the classes that they're going to look at, I knew, I have to get A's in those classes. I had already taken elementary stats, but I didn't do well in it, so I knew I had to take it over, and I knew I had to make an A. Now, from looking at my transcript, you might look at me like, you're going to make an A? Yes. Okay, so when you're going to do nursing, you first have to change your mindset. You are a go-getter. You can get the degree. You can get those A's, and you will get those A's. So when I went to the nursing department, and when I was advised on what classes to take, the advisor asked me, what classes do you think that you can make? What grades do you think that you can make in these classes? And I said, I will make A's. Yes, I will make A's. And, I had a few that, didn't really look at me as though I was serious. And, I believe in the power of prayer, and I left it alone at that. I prayed about it. I took those classes, and I got my A's. Okay? So after I got my, I took the classes, I made A's in all of them. I then went on to take my HESI, which, you have to pay to take that. In the school that I attend, they only want you to take what part of the HESI? I have it written down. You will be tested in the areas of A&P. You will be tested in the area of vocabulary, reading comprehension, and vocabulary, reading comprehension, and grammar and general knowledge. Okay, there is no math on the HESI exam for Armstrong. Also, I use the Elsevier HESI study guide, and yes, it helped in the vocabulary, grammar, and reading comprehension section. A&P, no. You're going to have to look through your A&P book and do a refresher, because that Elsevier book is not going to help you with A&P. It will give you a brief overview, but it's not going to be enough. And if I can tell you, you want to brush up on your heart, you want to brush up on your lungs, you want to brush up on the brain, know the parts of the brain, and I would say that those will be the most important areas in the skeletal system. Yeah, you need to know that. So I took the test. I scored an 84, I believe, and I was not going to take it again. That was good enough for me, okay, because I was very nervous going into taking that test. So after that, I also took microbiology because I hadn't taken it, and I wanted to make an A in micro, but I made a B. I took a teacher that everyone said was pretty difficult, and I made a B in that class, and I'm proud of that because she is said to be one of the hardest micro teachers on campus. So, hey. And I applied, and I got in. That was my first time applying, and I got in. And I even did receive a interview for the accelerated program because I had the required GPA. They asked me which program would I prefer. I prefer the traditional because I have a family, and the accelerated program is very, very fast, okay? So I told them that I would prefer the traditional. I received an offer to join the program, and I accepted it. Okay, money. All right, so to hold your seat, if you decide to take their offer, you will need to pay somewhere around $300. I know it was like $300, maybe $45 or something like that. To hold your seat is going to pay for your lab coat. It is going to pay for your nursing bag, which is going to be a bag full of things to help you learn how to do catheters, IVs, injections, vital signs, all that stuff, okay? So you pay that. You also need to get a physical. You need to get a TB test, and you need to have your immunization record up to date. Your shots need to be up to date. Okay, what else is there? Health insurance. If you do not have health insurance, you are going to need to get the health insurance through the school. It is quite expensive. It's around $1,000 or if not more. Luckily, I have health insurance through my husband. Okay. So, all right. There is also a HESI test fee. So every semester, for every single last one of your classes, you will take something called the HESI. All right. You take it twice. One is your baseline. One is graded. It counts towards 10% of your overall grade in the class. That's $100, okay? That is due every semester. For my first semester, we did one clinical rotation to a nursing home. We had to do a background check. That was around $50 for the background check. There was also something called Shadow Health that our teacher wanted us to do. It was like a some type of online assimilation thing where you had to be a nurse and take care of your patient, and you had to check their vital signs and all that kind of stuff. That was $100, and that came out like we had no idea we were going to have to pay that. Books. The books were around $1,000, okay? I did put in for a book scholarship, and thank God I got it, because if you're a not non-traditional, but if you're a student that already has a bachelor degree, then you know that your financial aid is running pretty thin. So you're only going to get but so much. So wherever you can find, more funding, look for it, because you might need it. In that case, I did. What else? I think those are all the fees that I have down so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it. What I would say to you is you want to get your mindset together. Okay, so it's all about changing your way of thinking. You no longer have a maybe I can, or if I can. You can do it, and you will do it, because you want it that bad. You can do it, and you will do it because you want it that bad. And when you start to go into pursuing your nursing degree, you want to surround yourself with good people. Be careful with who you talk to and share things with. Make sure that, you have a good support system. You definitely want to make friends. Communicate with your teachers. Okay? If you know that you need to get an A in the class because maybe your GPA is not that great and you need to improve it, talk to your teacher. I would tell my teachers, like, I'm a pre-nursing student. I need to make an A in this class, and I would give them a heads up so they know that I'm going to be one of those students that's going to be sickening. So communicate with your teachers, let them know your goals, and so that they're on the same track with you. They know that you're not playing about your grades. So that is pretty much all I have to mention right now. I am going to do another video that kind of talks a little bit about my first semester and kind of give you some tips, because with nursing, and the reason why Armstrong, I'm sure, has you to do reading comprehension as one of your HESI tests is because your grammar and your critical thinking skills need to be up to standard. Okay, you need to understand how to comprehend what they're asking you on those exams. You can study all you want, but if you're a poor test taker, or you cannot comprehend what is being asked, you cannot think critically, it's going to hurt you. So when you take your HESI exam and you're doing that reading comprehension portion, make sure you're reading and interpreting the question. That's why get the Elsevier book, study that reading comprehension portion. If you're already, maybe English is not your subject, study it, read it, because it does help. But testing, they are going to test the hell out of you. Test. That's all I took were tests. Thank God I made A's on my final. Okay? I finally, towards the end, understood how to do well on the exams, because I did okay. So it's all about testing. I'm going to do a video that talks a little bit more about how to become a good test taker. So if you joined in and listened, thank you. I really appreciate it, and I hope that this helps someone out there that is thinking about it. And, go be great, be wonderful, be all that you can be, strive for the best, go after your dream, and don't let anyone discourage you and tell you what can and can't be done. Bye.